If you thought Lucky was going to be another slow-burning crime drama, the first two episodes quickly prove otherwise. From the very first scene, the series throws us into a desperate chase where every decision could mean the difference between survival and death. At the center of it all is Luciana, Lucky Armstrong, a woman who spent years trying to escape the criminal life she was born into. But just when she believes she's finally about to leave everything behind, one betrayal changes everything. Instead of beginning a new life, Lucky suddenly finds herself running from the FBI, dangerous criminals, and people she once trusted the most. Episodes 1 and 2 waste no time setting up a tense cat-and-mouse thriller filled with double crosses, family secrets, and impossible choices. Every conversation carries hidden motives, every alliance feels temporary, and every escape only leads Lucky into another dangerous situation. Let's break down everything that happened. The series doesn't begin by introducing Lucky peacefully. Instead, it opens with her sprinting through a parking lot, weaving between trucks while FBI agents close in from every direction. She's exhausted. She's terrified, but she refuses to stop running. Before we understand why she's being chased, the story jumps back one day to reveal how everything fell apart. We're introduced to Lucky and her husband, Carrie Masterson. The couple has just completed what appears to be a massive heist, walking away with millions of dollars in stolen cash. They're hiding out in Las Vegas, planning to leave the country before anyone realizes what happened. For a brief moment, it looks like they've actually pulled it off. They celebrate. They drink champagne. They dream about starting over somewhere far away. Carrie insists they're finally free. Lucky wants to believe him, but something doesn't feel right. One thing the premiere establishes immediately is that Lucky has survived her entire life by trusting her instincts. She notices little details that other people ignore, and even in this seemingly happy moment, she can't shake the feeling that something is about to go wrong. Unfortunately, she's right. When Lucky wakes up the next morning, Carrie has disappeared, so has the money, and suddenly, every law enforcement agency and criminal organization involved in the stolen cash believes she's responsible. In one devastating moment, Lucky realizes she's been set up. The man she trusted more than anyone has left her behind to take the blame. Now she's fighting for her life. From this point forward, episode 1 barely slows down. Lucky becomes a target of an intense manhunt. The FBI wants answers. Criminals want their money. Neither side believes she's innocent. Among those pursuing her is FBI agent Billy Rand, who quickly establishes herself as one of Lucky's most determined opponents. Unlike many television investigators, Rand isn't portrayed as reckless. She's patient, observant. She understands that Lucky isn't an ordinary suspect. She's someone raised in a world built on deception. That means every move Lucky makes has to stay one step ahead of both criminals and federal agents. As Lucky continues running, the show gradually reveals pieces of her past. She didn't become a skilled con artist overnight. She grew up learning survival from her father, John Armstrong. John is currently in prison, but despite the bars separating them, he still has an enormous influence over Lucky's thinking. Throughout the episode, memories and conversations with her father reveal just how deeply her criminal upbringing shaped the woman she became. John taught her to trust almost no one. Ironically, the one person she finally trusted was Carrie, and that decision may have destroyed her life. If being hunted by the FBI wasn't bad enough, Lucky soon discovers another terrifying problem. Carrie didn't simply steal money. The money belonged to people who were even more dangerous than she imagined. That leads us to Priscilla Masterson. Priscilla isn't just another crime boss. She's also Carrie's mother. And unlike the FBI, she isn't interested in arrests. She wants the money back, no matter what it takes. Priscilla believes Lucky knows where Carrie disappeared with cash. Whether that's true or not doesn't matter. As far as she's concerned, Lucky is the only lead she has. That makes Lucky valuable, but only for as long as she remains useful. Eventually, Lucky's luck runs out. She's captured by Priscilla's people. For a moment, it seems like the story is already over. She's trapped, outnumbered, completely vulnerable. But this is where the audience learns exactly why the show is called Lucky. She's incredibly resourceful. Instead of waiting for rescue, she creates her own opportunity. Using quick thinking and whatever she can find around her, Lucky manages to escape from a moving vehicle in one of the episode's biggest action sequences. It's reckless, it's dangerous, but somehow it works. By the end of episode 1, she's still alive, still running, still completely alone. After the non-stop pace of the premiere, episode 2 slows things down just enough to let us understand Lucky as a person rather than simply watching her run. She needs somewhere safe to hide. Eventually, she finds temporary shelter with an unsuspecting family. For the first time since everything collapsed, Lucky experiences something that almost feels normal. She eats. She rests. She talks to people who aren't trying to kill her. Those quieter moments remind us that underneath all the survival instincts is someone who desperately wanted a normal life. Unfortunately, she knows it can't last. The longer she stays, the more danger she brings to everyone around her. While Lucky searches for safety, Priscilla begins pursuing another source of information. She visits Lucky's father in prison. It's an important scene because it reveals just how connected these characters really are. John Armstrong understands the criminal world better than almost anyone. Priscilla believes he may know something about Lucky's next move. Their conversation is less about exchanging information and more about two experienced survivors trying to outtreat one another. Neither completely trusts the other. Neither reveals everything. But it's obvious that both understand the game they're playing. Episode 2 also asks a bigger question. Can someone raised in crime ever truly leave that life behind? Lucky wants to believe she can. But every problem she faces forces her to rely on the very skills she learned growing up. She lies. She improvises. She manipulates situations. She escapes through deception. Ironically, the talent she hoped never to use again become the only reason she's still alive. That's one of the strongest themes introduced during these first 2 episodes. Lucky isn't simply running from criminals. She's running from a version of herself she spent years trying to escape. Agent Billy Rand refuses to give up. Every escape Lucky makes leaves another clue. Every interaction creates another trail. Rand slowly begins piecing together what really happened. The more she investigates, the more she realizes this case may be far more complicated than it first appeared. Was Lucky actually responsible, or was she betrayed just like everyone else? Those questions become increasingly important moving forward. By the end of episode 2, one mystery overshadows everything else. Where is Carey? He vanished with millions of dollars. He abandoned his wife. He disappeared without leaving any explanation. Did he betray Lucky because he wanted the money? Was he forced into it? Or is someone else pulling the strings behind the scenes? The series deliberately refuses to answer those questions early, making Carey's disappearance the driving mystery heading into the next episode. Overall, the first 2 episodes do an excellent job introducing the world of Lucky. The action is relentless, but the show also spends enough time exploring Lucky's past to make her feel like more than just another character on the run. Anya Taylor-Joy delivers a compelling performance as a woman forced to rely on instincts she hoped she left behind, while the supporting cast adds layers to an already dangerous world. Priscilla emerges as an intimidating antagonist. Agent Billy Rand provides relentless pressure from the law, and Lucky's imprisoned father remains an intriguing influence despite being behind bars. Most importantly, the premiere leaves viewers with plenty of unanswered questions. Who really orchestrated the betrayal? Can Lucky clear her name before either the FBI or the criminals catch her? And if Carey is still alive, what is his endgame? Those mysteries make episodes 1 and 2 an effective launch of the series, and set the stage for an increasingly dangerous game of survival.